from bronze to mythic. If I could only open some rares.
That's freaking terrible.
But we'll work hard to solve the format.
7 wins.
And I'm sure we'll make it there.
All right, what's up, my friends? Welcome to Bronze to Mythic. So we got our account from Bronze to Mythic. We are on quite the heater right now, I'm not going to lie. You missed the last few episodes, go watch them because we are cruising along with some really fun decks. Check out the channel, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, hit all the buttons, do all the things. Diamond Tier 3, and this is about to be episode number 12. Let's jump right in. But while I load up the queue here, we have an important bit of business to do. So for those who don't know, the Bronze to Mythic theme song was done by Skytune Network. They're wonderful. Check them out. But obviously everyone's ready now. Well, they're away from me now. And it's a riff off of a Tony Bennett song called Rags to Riches from like 50 years ago. Chad told me he's still alive, actually. He's 96 years old. And the question was, what is the % chance that Tony Bennett has ever heard or heard of the Bronze to Mythic theme song? And his grandkids, whatever. What's the % chance? That's your comment today on YouTube, right? Let's get right to our drafts. Because it's definitely non-zero. And we open up a seed core. That's fine. We can do that. Remember, of course, the numbers here are the DraftSmith overlay. This is LSV's ranking. This is the dynamic ranking based on machine learning. Download it for yourself for free, untap.gg, DraftSmith, links in chat, and in the YouTube description. Okay. This card ranks so high. I feel like I've never seen this card in play once, like ever. So we've got Anoint. Annex Entry is the best card in the pack, I think, by a pretty wide margin. There are a lot of red and white cards in this pack. Like, actually, a heinous amount of red and white cards. And yeah, we're taking the Annex Entry here. I mean, Convert is like a super safe pick. Anoint's definitely good, but Annex Entry is just insane. The card's just like really, really good. In one of the best colors. Black's one of the worst colors. Yeah, I mean, passing a lot of good stuff here. Passing Anoint, Flensing Raptor, Convert, Seed Core. But yeah, taking Sentry. Seed Core is good, but not worth first picking, I don't think. And there we go. We're off to the races. All right, cool. So pass it back with our rare missing, so no major signal. But we see a lot of good stuff here. Vorak, Evangelist, Shoulder's Edict, Battle Share, Devotion, Justicator. Lots of good stuff here. Gonna take the Evangelist up. A great 1-2 punch here for a black-white corrupted deck. This card's super awesome. Taking a white card here is drafting down way too much. Neither of these cards are good enough to take with a second pick over these cards. Black cards not even in the equation. Few good green cards, but I think that the green cards don't go as well at Sentry. Neither of these are good Infect cards. You can be green-white Infect, but these aren't really cards for that. So yeah, taking the Evangelist. We could always splash it too, honestly, so pretty happy with the Evangelist here. Gonna move in on a nice Toxic deck. After playing a few... Ooh, boy, okay. After playing a few pretty crazy multicolor decks, we're going to be a little more focused today, I think. And we get past the back with another Battle Share. 2 commons missing. A Slaughter Stinger still there. Dune Mover, Augury. And I'm taking Slaughter Stinger. Once again, we might not play both of these. We can if the flashes work out, but both cards are really, really good. Best cards in the pack. Again, and just going to take the best, most powerful cards. We'll figure it out later. 1 Slaughter Stinger. Okay, and now we see a Sentry, and now we're definitely going as the best card in the bag is Sentry, and we're definitely going up the map here a little bit. There's also a Hive Master, which is perfectly a fine card. I would want Hive Master over Atrocity, I think. Black-white Infect better than green-white Infect, I think. Sentry's very good, but doesn't really drive what we're doing. We have 1 artifact. This is all pretty infecty stuff. This is not really an infecty card, so you can do some things to this card like last draft. But Dan, resub, or new sub, what's your name, Dan? Welcome. Bronze to Mythic. No, I'd go from Bronze to Mythic. Take the Hive Master here. Sentry works with Annex Sentry, but not the other 2 cards. So that's losing 2 of our cards here, so I don't think it's worth it. All right, so take the Hive Master. We get past an Ambulatory Edifice, which is a good card, despite not really being on the Infect theme. Another Tyrannix, but no real green cards. It's important to note that it's not about cards being open in these drafts, it's about decks being open. So seeing a Tyrannix doesn't mean the green is open, it means that green Infect is open, which is not great. So aren't any other green cards. Green is definitely being drafted here. Edifice is very good. There are no other poison cards, really. Positive Invasion is just like a big dumb idiot. It's not really a particularly good card. It's okay. It's not the worst card ever, but it's not a card I would take highly, and not over Edifice, which is obscenely good in the early game. Man, there's a Sweeping Lookout in literally every pack. Okay, We got a Necro Titan, which is really, really good in the Corrupted deck. We're not seeing much white here, unfortunately, which is a bit of a concern, but I think his card's great, and the best card in the pack. We got a Prism. There's a Lookout in literally every pack. It's so funny. Yeah, Necro Titan's pretty easy here. And then we're dying out. So there's an Urza's Retrofitter, which is a really, really good card. We could end up being like blue-black splashing white. That's a possibility also. Jets, new sub, what's your name? Away from welcome. Incisor Glider it's okay. It's not particularly exciting though. And I think that we're taking Retrofitter here because the card's just too good to pass. And once again, we're just like taking, look how good every card we have so far is. They're all just premium uncommons, and we'll figure it out later. You want power in your early picks. Take Retrofitter. Now we see a Raptor, a Prison, and not much else. Raptor doesn't jive very well with the cards you already have. Prism does, obviously. I think take Prism here. Raptor's good. Raptor's a really weird card because it's probably the best blue common in a vacuum, but it doesn't really fit in any of the decks very well. It's not a Proliferate card. Like, not really. It's not an Infect card. It's not an Artifact. So, like, take Prism here and keep things a little bit open. Listener Seer. This was the very red pack. Okay. I mean, red is not open. This pack was just super red. This is the pack we opened initially. Nor does red jive with anything that we're doing. Just take Seer. Devotion Tables. There was also another white card in this pack. It's a Flensing Raptor, I believe. So take the Devotion, I think. Gladiator's just like pretty bad, honestly. So yeah, I'll take the Devotion. And we're going to plan to get some white cards in pack 2. The Lookout, Seer, Vanity. All these cards are bad. I mean, Bear's okay. Lookout doesn't really jive with, like, it works well with the Retrofitter, I guess. All right, I'll take the Lookout. I don't think we're going to play it, but. And then another red pack. Okay, sure. And then Titronics, Atrocity. So, all right, an interesting back one, leaving us fairly open here. And we have a lot of different avenues you can go in. We open up a really, really green pack. So where are we at? We're definitely black. And we are probably black-white. Complete Devotion's pretty great. We would never first pick Basilica ever. You should never be taking this card first. You want to take high-power cards. Even if they're off-color, just figure it out. You can't take cards like this early on. You're wasting too many of your picks. Complete Devotion is very good. I don't think we're green. I mean, we have one green card. Vorax, obviously great. But I'm going to take the Devotion here. Yeah, we have literally one green card. So we definitely want to be infecting this for sure. Flensing Raptor. Man, Cankerbloom, Tyvar stand. We see a common taken over Tyvar stand and Cankerbloom. Meaning green is probably open, but Raptor's fine here. So pretty happy to Raptor. Definitely need some 2-drops. I would say the 2-1 Artifact guy is a big one. And Infectious Bite, too. Alright. So now we see a pack with nothing for us. And there's an Infectious Bite, which is obviously really, really good. So if green's going to be this open, we'll consider it. So we'll take the Bite and kind of go from there. And maybe reevaluate into, like, Abzan or something. But let's take a look. Because there's no black, white, or blue cards here that are worth taking. So let's take the Bite. And feed the Infection. There's our Dune Mover, which is like really, really high priority, given that we're definitely an Infect deck and we're definitely playing more than 2 colors. So Dune Mover's like the nut. Dune Mover it is. See how many Dune Movers we can get. Get the Seer out of here. Get the Lookout out of here. This pack is not very good. I mean, Gladiator's like, you can play it. It's a 2-drop. You're desperate for a 2-drop. Not very good though. Infectious Bite, Slaughter Slinger. You can splash these two also. And for like black, white, splashing Slinger and Bite. It's reasonable. I guess we're taking Gladiator here. Pack's pretty bad, but looks like blue's not working out. We definitely need some 2-drops though. We only have 2 2-drops right now. We are desperate for toxic 2-drops. Let's save this out of here. No love for Offer Immortality. Very low value card. It's a card you get like 13th, and you might play it if you need to. You know, it's not like a particularly desirable card, and you always get them late, so you should never take it this early in a draft. We got a sack here. I mean, sack is good. It's not like really super in line with what we're doing. Honestly, Plague Nurse would be a little more in line with what we're doing, despite it being like much worse overall. Sack is definitely not in line with what we're doing, but it's just too good to pass, I think. All right, take the sack. Might not play it, but Basilisk is fine. Yeah, the Nurse is like pretty bad. Again, the goal is to like keep shitty cards out of your deck if possible, and the Nurse is just like a shitty card. It's just not particularly great. It's sort of okay, but like you just don't want sort of okay cards in your deck. Take the Basilisk. White has definitely not come through like we hoped it would. So it looks like we're splashing white now. Maybe we're actually green. Maybe we're actually green, black, splash white. Steward, Glare, and not much else. The packs haven't been bad. They've just been kind of like all over the place. Let's take the Glare. It's our first like kill spell. Might get some mites. Wow. So out of the pack we opened, 2 good green cards stable, but they're both oil cards, which is super awkward because they're not in line with what we're doing. But Madness is really good. So sure. Maybe we should have gotten into green a little bit earlier. As a Roots. Roots is pretty good. I'm a pretty big fan of this card, honestly. It's good for splashing. You just play it over a land. 2 pretty good blue cards, but I think that ship has sailed. Blue's not very deep, as it hasn't seemed super open. Another Roots, sure. And then a late Rabble. Whew. This is a very high quality card, but sure. And then a late Augury. And then, alright, so we definitely need 2 drops over almost anything. And pack 3, we open up a decent pack. Some goodies in here. We need to get this fitter out of here. I think we're back to greens. I think we're green black now. Black doesn't seem super open either, honestly. Anoint's great. Gladiator. It's funny. Splashing black is not crazy either. I'm gonna take the Raptor. This card's terrible. It's just awful. This is a very fast format. It's a playing card that doesn't affect the board on turn 3 and it costs you life. Is like heinously bad. Yeah, take the Anoint here. I think taking Raptor is not crazy, but like we're light on 2s, so take the kill spell. And really looking for 2 drops here. There's a Venomous Brutalizer and an Infectious Bite. Both very good. We already have, 2-ish 4 drops. I think Bite is better. Bite's really good. So we also have the 1 Basilisk, which is kind of cool. Get those late usually. What's Bite? Wow. Man, green. Yeah, white is not open at all. We forced white too hard, I think. White was never there. Man, late Slash, late Brutalizer, Chimera, Basilisk. Pretty good back. Take the Brutalizer. Viral Spawning is it. That's exactly what we're looking for. And again, like the thing is that most green decks don't want these poison cards because green is not usually an oil color, not a poison color. So, man, Blue Sun's Twilight too. Man, these packs are juiced. All right, spawning it is. I want some 2s though. We're desperate for 2 drops right now. Like desperate. We're not playing literally. Actually, I guess Charge is like somewhat playable. Another Flensing Raptor. All the Raptors and no 2s kind of sucks, honestly. All right, take the Raptor. We're running out of chances for 2 drops, unfortunately. Um, 26 cards. Ferocity, Brutalizer. It's funny how Mantis is so good, like, might not make our deck. Basilisk, Hive Master, Edifice, Double Raptor. Definitely not real. Our colors are really awkward here. We might be splashing black, I think. We have double roots, so we can figure it out with double roots. You can play it there's like 3 colors, honestly. I think Plague Nurse might make the deck, unfortunately. I don't love it, but it's a 4-drop. You got a Hive Master, too? Okay. So, double Raptor, Sentry. Braveheart, reset up. Thanks so much. What?
Inconceivable!
How does this card table? Alright. Take Whispers. Yeah, I think we're green-black splashing white for like Sentry, Slinger, Raptor, and maybe a Devotion, and Evangelist. I would like to not play the Mantis, which is kind of crazy, actually, but we gotta cut a lot of cards here, honestly, so we need to make some... We have plenty of playables, we can cut cards, obviously, which is great, so... Yeah, I mean, the thing you gotta understand is, like, every draft pod in Arena is not ranked. It's just, like, 8 players who are drafting in ranked. The first 8 players play. So you could have, like, 6 bronze drafters in your draft, and, like, that makes drafts go haywire. Like, the drafts to the Pro Tour are very, very different than drafts on Arena. So, like, a lot of weird cards go late. That's why it's so important in your Arena drafts to just stay open and just let those late cards come to you. You know, you're never going to see a 9th pick War Whip in a Pro Tour draft, ever. But Arena, you will sometimes. Make sure you're in that open lane to get those cards. I don't think we're playing this. Let's see here. So, yeah, the one problem with our deck is we should have 2 drops. And that's a real issue. Let's take a look. Alright. Let's take a look. We have a lot of playable cards here. 27 playables. We have 2 roots. We're probably playing 15 lands in this deck with 2 roots and two a Doomover and a Prism. So the question becomes, what is out of here? I would say Annihilating Glare is probably not necessary with double bite. That's pretty bad. Whispers is good. Sack is good. Our Complete Devotions are pretty bad too, because we don't really have much to. Yeah, it's not really a card you splash anyway. So we're like here-ish. Not playing the Mantis is pretty tough. This card's just like actively good, despite not being a poison card. We have 3 2-drops, which is very, very bad. White was not open at all this draft, which is annoying, but we definitely probably should have realized that a little bit sooner. Cultivator is like fine, but just not really in line with what we're doing. We are still infecting. We have, almost all toxic creatures and a lot of toxic payoffs. So we definitely want to be toxicking. But yeah, and then Slaughter Singer is probably not coming into play on turn 2. It definitely could though. Honestly, we have double roots. So we have Charge of the Mites also, which is like, it's okay. Complete Devotion is really good. The thing is that, like, a lot of our infect creatures are large enough to not need a trick or flying. So, like, we just don't really even need this card. Is Charge of the Mites better on the splash? Hive Master, Edifice, Sentry. Glare is just a very slow, very bad card. It's very, very fringe, We only have a few token makers. Which is not a very good card. Devotion. We're playing 15 lands. I'm gonna play the Mantis. It's not really in line, but like we're still like gonna kill our opponent with damage. The point of our poison is just to like turn on our synergies and get our corrupted stuff on. Play the Mantis. So we're gonna have 15 lands, and then I don't know if I want to play the Maze or not, because we're playing 15 lands. I think I still do. We're gonna play Plains, Swamp. So we're gonna play a lot of forests. At least 8, 9, 8. And then we're going to want, like, 1, 2, 3, 2. So we have double roots, Prism, Dune Mover. I think Edifice is bad. This card's great. There are so many X1s in this format. Card's excellent. Really, really good. Alright, so... Yeah, again, it kind of sucks not to play these, but, like, with no 2-drops, it isn't really good anyway, so... yeah. Alright. So, deck's okay. Okay, one more land. One more land is going to be... It might even be a forest. Nah, I think it's swamp. We have 5 white cards. And this can be played later anyway. The card's still good regardless, so... Yeah, alright. So, that's a deck, folks. Definitely an interesting one. And you know what time it is. It's prediction time. Place your bets What do you think? 7 wins, yay or nay? Episode 12, Bronze to Mythic. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe on YouTube on your way down to the comments. To all caps, believer or non-believer, what do you think? Let's rock and roll. We got non-believers. I do love taking non-believers' money. One of my favorite hobbies. Yeah, that's fine. You can keep this. Chat, coming out with me. Like a draw black, but attracts would be nice too. Planes go. Injector. Forest again. What do you got, friend? Why is everybody so quiet? What's going on? Alright, draw barrel spawning. Sick. Good draw. Good draw. I'm enjoying the format. Yeah, it's cool. I think it's like fine. It's not like an amazing format. It's not a bad format. Just, you know, it's a 7. Jake, resub. Thanks so much. Mythic also. And alright, they're really going off here. This is a pretty good curve. I think we have our edifice to kill this thing as long as we can draw frickin' black source or our roots. Or not. Okay, well, not ideal to be drawing as we've drawn so far. That's okay. Alright, say go. Want to find that black source, kill this duelist. Once they put the injector on it, things get really awkward. So I can't kill it anymore, obviously, but we got some beefcakes in play. What formats do I enjoy? I like a variety of formats. Just like to mix it up. If I could only draft or only play modern or only play standard, I would get bored. But variety is spice of life. Yeah, great. Stork's great. I do love a Stork. And this means this isn't attacking, right? Because obviously they'll put the injector here for double strike, so... I mean, it's very hard to not block here, realistically, so we're just going to block. Like, we're taking 4 poison and going to 6 poison. You just can't do that, so we'll block, whatever. Alright, good draw from our opponent. They probably have the complete devotion, but whatever. Sure. It's going to get us one way or another, so. 14 and 4 poison. You're going to draw black source, please. Jeez, they are going off. And we cannot draw black source. Alright, well, we're dead now. Unfortunately, we kept the hand. We have plenty of ways to make other colors. I could not find any other colors. If we had us on the duelist, I think we're totally fine here, but... Already at 4 poison. You got the old tapper online too. Yeah, no 2-drop, no black mana. Gonna put the going for the double strike, so we're gonna get hit with 5 poison here. We're actually almost dead. Tap this thing down, get in. It's 2, 4, 5 poison. I'm at 9 poison and dead on board. Just kill me, friend. I'm right here. Bone Picker Scourge. That card sucks. Sure. Alright, there we go. Got it. Alright, at 9, we draw. Alright, sure. So, I mean, whatever. That's magic. That's magic sometimes. What are you going to do? The deck's good, too. Not really. Either wrong button, whatever. Basically. There we go. There's our colors. One Prophetic Prism to save the day. The win rate, you need to draft Infinite on Arena. 55% maybe? Not sure offhand, but... Let's go. There's our roots. We have the Edifice for the Siphoner, which is great. Oh, Sultai. Sultai soup. First poison. and Observer. Okay. Pretty good hand from our opponent here. Would have loved to be on the play instead of a draw, but that's life sometimes. Pay 2. Kill this. Say go. Take the 1. We get the roots for a swamp next turn. Play a swamp. We have... I'll just draw swamp, honestly. Oh, no, we can Whispers and Anoint here, so... Third poison counter achieved for our opponent. We draw Plains. That's cool. Alright, so we're going to Roots. Bloody Roots. Get Swamp. Play land, and we're going to Whispers and then Anoint. They have 3 cards left. Feels pretty good. Should do this while we're tapped out. Alright, so they have 3 cards left. Our hand's pretty good. We have a flyer, ground creature, a pretty good creature in play, so... There's the Head Cleaver. That's pretty good, honestly. Just gonna play 2 creatures and try and block this thing. Hand is a little disjointed, but... Roots. Bloody Roots. Bonepicker Scourge again. I think this card is pretty bad, but... Ooh. No poison yet, unfortunately. So we're going to just swing with our Raptor and see if they trade, which they probably will, which is fine, I think. Attack here. Get lucky to get that first shot in. Sure. And they have 1 card left. So I think this is pretty good for us overall. And the last card is Experimental Augury. 4th counter for us. Good card for them. Alright. You're up. Worlds away from the old Vivisection. Siphoner number 2. Dross Pit's available also. Slaughter Singer. Alright. It's Fire in the Mantis. Play Singer, so you go.
Trying to get that all. Oh,
Alright, play Singer, so you go. They crack their land and have 2 more draws. Yeah, I mean, this game is, it's not great.
Do a barrel roll.
What do you got, friend? Comes the point where we're going to cast this card as a 4/4, honestly. Might have been last turn, actually. Let's play it over the Singer. Yeah, Dave Chappelle is kind of shitty now, unfortunately, which definitely sucks. But, what's up, John Glass? Wow. Didn't put the sword on the flyer. Alright, so they now have a 4/6 pro green. Pro red. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad for us. Shit. They're at 14. And I can Leroy them down to 7. And then play the 4/4. Cassie's good. He's doing well. Now I wish I played the Vandals next to last turn. So they can like sword onto the flyer, get in, sword back over here to block. Interesting. I think our best chance to win is just a Leroy. Otherwise, they just like put the sword over here, start drawing a bunch of cards. I'm just trying to win the game, I think. All right. And now that they're at 2 poison, I'm more inclined to play the Hive Master and maybe get a shot at this thing. So go. Because one of these will get through next turn. And then I can fire this thing up too, which is a pretty big game. Rot Priest. Uh-oh. Reach dead. Reach dead. Alright, I mean, we were on a pretty sick heater yesterday, so our opponents, you know, the heater can't last forever, obviously. So, alright, I guess he got me. Remember, folks, we're brought to you by Coalesce Apparel. Best Mythic shirts out there, not even close. So we got my Pile Driver shirts on there, the Pile Driver jerseys, and the new shirt, new Pile Driver shirt, the Scout Band, check that one out. And the Pile Driver jerseys, they're in their their second run now, being ordered very soon. Last chance, go get them. Promo code Jim5, 5% off your order. Cool stuff, promo code Jim10, 10% off your order. Coalesceapparel.shop. Sure, I mean, it's not great, but. Opponent's in Mythic, too. 0-2 Mythic opponent? Oh, fancy. Alright. Yeah, honestly, our deck's biggest issue is lack of 2-drops by, like, so much. Having no 2 is just so bad. Okay. That's not bad. Let's play our spawning. Little Call the Herd action. Very close to Corrupted. Alright, that's the best possible answer to Call the Herd, sure. Alright. Again, we ran really well yesterday, so gonna have a bad draft once in a while. You can't 7-0 every draft. I guess your turn. How many 2-drops in this format? Infinite. Infinite 2-drops. Okay, so 14. We get to fire in the Tyrannics and try and get them poisoned up. Imagine the block here. They don't block, we're in great shape, so sure. The thing is now they get to block us every turn or kill it. Otherwise I get the Vivisection online, Titan online. We get double bite too, so. The art deck is definitely clunky. Take 5. Down to 9. 2 poison. What's the follow-up? Batter Fist? Sure.
You rebel scum.
Hive Master. Alright. Stay double block here. We bite. They have a trick, we lose. Whatever. Can't beat a trick here. They're just going to jump again? Wow, okay. Alright, so we're going to Hive Master and say go. Now I have a good blocker and a good removal spell for a trick. It's pretty good, actually. I like this. It's not a bad spot to be in. Another Rabble. Rabble, Rabble, Rabble. Make a token and send him a Clowns. I think this is still fine for us. I think we're still in good shape. Poison counter. Kill that. Kill this. Get a Might. Down to 5. We're threatening our poison counters again for the Evangelist. Can't cast our Titan, unfortunately. Alright. We are going to jam. And here comes the damage. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Viral spawning's up now, too. Play this. Kill Batterfist, Rebel. And turn the tide a little bit, maybe? 5 poison to 3. Are they out of juice? Sawblade Scamp. Go on. Tell me more. Still alive. We just kill the Scamp with the bite, so we're still alive. Pretty gross, but we kill this, have Vigilance Attacker, play a creature, and bite. 5 at 6, 7, 8. Pumps 9. So we're just barely alive. We are going to Attack with both. Kill this. Play spawning. Have 2 blockers. They're 2 attackers. They have a kill spell. We're dead, but whatever. We're dead to a lot of stuff here, so... Isn't that lethal? I don't currently see lethal, so... Raptors, that does not give toxic. We have 3 toxic, 4 toxic, and they're at 5 toxic. That is not enough toxic. So yeah. Just spawning flashback. Bite ski. Alright. No haster, no rule spell. Serum, new sub, watching anywhere from welcome. Clench. Come on! Listen, alright? For those who missed yesterday, we went 28-4 yesterday. 28-4. We had 4 trophies in a row. It's got to circle back at some point, right? You can't win every match all the time, ever. So, our deck wasn't very good, for sure. But was it an 0-3 deck? Probably not, But that's just got to take your lumps sometimes, Let's take a look over at untapped.gg and check out our 0-3. It's not our first 0-3 of the format, actually. Let's hop on over here. Take a little look. You can see we were on a 5 trophy streak, and that just can't happen all the time. So you gotta eventually have a bad run. We're just missing 2 drops, honestly. The 3 card thing's fine. I think our mana basis store is perfectly reasonable. Incubation Sack, Lattice Blade, Mantis, both good cards. Didn't make much sense in our deck, which is a little weird. Usually these multi-color green decks are not toxic decks, which is kind of weird. So our deck was a little odd. But yeah, them's the beat sometimes. What are you going to do? And we'll go to our next episode, right? So, next episode's coming up. You two folks, love you, like, comment, subscribe. You're all great.